Setting goals. The sacred advice of every self-help book, TED Talk, and random guy on Twitter with hustle in his bio. Set clear goals, write them down, visualize them every morning. Cool, I did that. Still broke. Let's be honest, most people's idea of goal setting looks like this. Write "be rich" on a sticky note. Tape it to the wall. Stare at it with hope. Go back to scrolling. Somewhere out there, there's a notebook full of 2021 goals that says, start gym, learn Spanish, start YouTube channel, stop procrastinating. And the only thing that actually happened that year was watching 40 videos about how to stop procrastinating. We treat goal setting like a spell. Write it, believe it, and the universe will provide. The universe, by the way, is busy. And if it sees you rewriting the same goals every January without doing a single thing, it's probably ignoring your calls at this point. But here's the thing. Setting goals does work. Just not the way most people do it. Because writing down "achieve dream life" is not a goal. It's a vibe, and vibes are not action plans. If you've ever set a goal, felt inspired for 48 hours, and then gone right back to your regularly scheduled chaos, you're not broken. You're just doing it wrong. But good news, doing it right is actually simple. You don't need vision boards, fancy planners, or to tattoo discipline on your forehead. You just need a target your brain can actually understand. Let's talk about why most people stay stuck in goal-setting limbo and how you can escape it. Most people don't set goals. They write wishes with good handwriting and call it a plan. They say things like, I want to get in shape. I want to make more money. I want to be more productive. Cool. So does literally everyone. But saying, I want to be successful without a plan is like saying, I want to go somewhere. And then getting mad when your Uber never shows up. You didn't even put in the destination. And when the goal is vague, your brain just panics. You're like, okay, this year I'm going to become financially independent. Your brain, great. I'll start by reorganizing your Google Drive. The result? You feel busy, you feel tired, but you don't move. A month goes by, a year, and you look around and go, why does my life look exactly the same? Worse, you start to think there's something wrong with you. But the problem isn't you, it's your goals. They're blurry, untrackable, overwhelming, and your brain doesn't do well with blur. It needs targets, milestones, feedback. Otherwise, it treats everything like a threat and just shuts down. Also, let's be real, half of your goals weren't even yours. They were expectations you absorbed from the internet. You wanted to wake up at 5 a.m., not because it fits your life, but because some dude on YouTube told you that's what millionaires do. Spoiler, that dude also drinks protein powder as a meal and has 0 friends. If your goals aren't designed around you, your purpose, and your actual lifestyle, they're gonna collapse. So no, you don't need more motivation. You need goals that make sense. Real goals, the kind that actually move your life forward, instead of just looking good on a vision board. People treat goal setting like it's this sacred ritual for the elite few, entrepreneurs, Navy SEALs, that one guy on Instagram who wakes up at 4 a.m. and makes you feel bad for sleeping like a mammal. But real talk, goals are not for perfect people. They're for messy people with bad habits and Wi-Fi, aka you and me. The problem is goal setting has been overcomplicated by productivity cults and aesthetic morning routine influencers. Suddenly you can't just set a goal. You need a Notion template, a color-coded calendar, a 12-week system, a quarterly review, and a bullet journal that looks like it was designed by NASA. But here's the truth. Setting goals isn't about becoming a hyper-productive machine. It's about giving your brain something clear to aim at so it stops spinning in circles and finally starts walking in a direction. Because when your brain doesn't have a target, it defaults to comfort. It chooses what's easy, safe, familiar. Which, let's be honest, usually means your bed, your phone, and that one playlist you loop when pretending to focus. And no, you don't need to map out the next 10 years. You just need to know what the next step looks like. That's it. You don't need motivation, you need clarity. Motivation is emotional. It comes and goes. But clarity creates momentum. And momentum, that's how stuff actually gets done. So forget the big dramatic life plan. Forget the 40-step roadmap. Let's talk about how to set a goal your brain actually wants to chase. All right, let's make it simple. Not buy a whiteboard, redesign your life, and track 17 KPIs. Actually simple. Here's how to set goals that actually do something. Step 1. Define the vision, not the fantasy. What do you really want? Not what sounds cool. Not what looks good in an Instagram bio. What would make you excited to wake up? If your goal is get rich, that's not a vision. That's a vibe. A real vision sounds more like, I want to make $5K a month doing something I enjoy from home. Or, I want to have a job where I don't want to punch a wall every day. Be specific. Be honest. Be personal. Your dream life doesn't have to impress anyone. It just has to feel right to you. Step 2. Break it into real steps. A dream without steps is a hallucination. Take the vision and ask, what's the first, tiniest action I can take today? Example. Vision. Launch a YouTube channel. First step. Write 3 terrible video ideas. That's it. If your goal feels too big, your brain will reject it. Shrink it until it feels dumb, then do it. Step 3. Make it trackable, not perfect. Don't fall into the plan until it's perfect trap. You're not building a spaceship, you're just trying to change your life a little bit. Ask yourself, how will I know if I'm making progress? That might look like, did I spend 30 minutes today working on this? Did I check in once this week? No pressure, just proof. Because when your brain sees progress, it stops panicking. And when it stops panicking, you keep moving. Step 4. Attach it to identity, not willpower. This is the real cheat code. Don't just set goals about what you want to do. Focus on who you want to become. Don't say, I want to write a book. Say, I'm becoming someone who writes every day. Because if you rely on willpower, you'll fail the moment you're tired, sad, or distracted. But if it's who you are, you'll do it anyway. Identity beats motivation, every time. So no, you don't need a life coach. You just need to stop setting goals that look pretty and start setting ones that actually fit inside your real life. And once you've got that, you're ready to build the system that turns them into reality. Yes, I'm talking about your daily routine. So yeah, setting goals to achieve your dream life is actually simple. The hard part? Not turning it into a Pinterest board and calling it a strategy. But now you've got a vision. You've got steps. You even understand that writing "become millionaire" 37 times in cursive isn't enough. You're dangerous now. You're like a laptop that's finally plugged in. But here's the thing. A goal without a system is just wishful thinking in a trench coat. And that's where most people crash. They get inspired, they make a list, then they keep living the same exact day over and over, hoping something will magically change. So if you're serious about building that dream life, you've got to ask, what does my daily life need to look like for this goal to actually happen? Spoiler, that's exactly what the next video is about. Click on Building the Perfect Daily Routine is actually simple. Unless you're still planning to wing your way to success using vibes, anxiety, and coffee. In that case, good luck, I guess.